So I am being told that this is important for me to do. So I'm going to do it in a way that is different. You're going to access, I'm going to wait for a couple of people to jump on so that they can rejoin this live and receive the fullness of what this interactive experiential learning piece is. So waiting for a couple of people to jump on. Please let me know if the video is working, if the sound's working. I won't be adding anyone into the space. We're going to do this differently because Source desires for me to express this and to take you on a journey to see this so that you can witness the potency of the quantum field. So we are joining. When you're joining, I can only see one person live. So when you're joining, please let me know that you're here, that you're watching, that you're coming on this journey with me. And what we are going to do instead is you're going to use my channel to access your own parasites. So that you can see them, witness them, acknowledge them, and meet them with the eyes of compassion and love, and then also be empowered to release them. So whilst we wait for a couple of the other individuals to come in so that they can jump on, I would have loved to have done this as an interactive, and I feel like these aspects will have to be shown in a different way. It's okay. We can do it so that you can have an interactive with yourself, which is just as powerful. So what we are going to do is you're going to be guided to drop into an altered state. So Charlene, I know you're just arriving in. We're going to guide everyone into their own parasitic energy so that they can have an interactive experience through my channel, in this experience, through the guided facilitation, so that they can access it in themselves. It would have been much more powerful no, that's not true. It would have been amazing to have done it on one person so that you could all see that you were accessing and seeing the same thing. Because consciousness doesn't lie. So the truth, when there is a truth, a tangible physical truth, we don't have perspective truths of that truth. It's that we would all, if we went into Charlene's consciousness, see that she holds X, Y, and Z parasites in X, Y, and Z chakra that might be attached to X, Y, and Z reason. And we would all locate that to some degree or another within our own interpretation. We might say a slight word differently, or we might express it differently, but we are all, when we tune into the one thing, experiencing the exact same thing, which is why it doesn't lie. This is not, you cannot lie in the quantum field. It is what it is. It's energy. Energy has a signature and a vibration, and it's experienced in, whether you see it in perceiving, feeling, visualizing, or through word, we would all have witnessed the same thing. Now, because we're doing this individually, we can't cross-check, because you're going to go witness and see your own parasitic energies. But we're going to do this regardless, as a way for you to see the different aspects within yourself. So, to prepare yourself, take a seat. And we are going to breathe into the heart. So just closing the eyes down and arriving into the body, arriving into the now moment, allowing yourself to be excited to experience yourself in a way that may be different, uncomfortable, but also empowering. Empowering to see beyond the illusion and to allow for your inner guidance to show you an aspect of yourself that is no longer resonant to your being, so that you can find more sovereignty and freedom. So with this intention placed into the space, the intention to see that which is more of thyself and to release that which no longer serves through witness, we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Breathing into the heart, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Each breath you're breathing in, you are inviting and allowing myself and only myself to assist in the quantum field with the intention to work through the energy of God, Source Creator, and that in the betterment of all beings, knowing that you are held safe and protected, and that you can use the frequency that I be to access hidden, shadow, or unseen parts of yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. Continuing to breathe in more and more source energy and opening up your field, allowing your field to start to merge with mine. Each and every one of you will create a third being with myself, where your Taurus field meets my Taurus field. And in the meeting of my Taurus field, you are able to access my conduit abilities, my energy reading abilities, and my abilities to see, perceive, and experience consciousness in perspectives that you may yet to have accessed within yourself, and to allow your inner being to use this frequency to guide you into your own empowerment. Opening your field, merging with mine, and allowing the aspects of yourself to start to vibrate at the highest frequency. Allowing your frequency to connect with source energy, to dissolve any limiting beliefs. Letting go of any stress, any stories that you don't know how or you can't. Breathing that out now. And as you become more and more connected to energy, the cosmic creation of all that is, we're going to ask that your identity, that of your ego construct, take a step to the left and takes 4 steps back. 1, mayandaya koriandaya tegeria shutokoyana. 2, miyasheteteteteaki. 3, no shutukoriandaya nayateateateana. 4, meseteandianayatoriana. Here the ego or the reptilian mind can witness, watch, and observe. But from here, it will witness and only witness, as you witness yourself without control of this part of the construct of mind, as you are safe, held, and protected, and that this will be a guided experience through Source, through you. And there's no need to control this experience, but fully trust and have faith in what you are receiving in this moment. As your ego construct is the witness, if it tries to step forward, gently ushering it back in the background to watch and observe. We're now asking for experiential purposes only to locate within your inner being a place within your body where you hold the energy signature of parasites. Knowing that I'm holding you in this experience, knowing that I'm assisting you in this experience, and starting to locate the point of your body that may highlight, become heavy, become activated, or you may be drawn to from your inner eye, your inner being. Locating on your body the point where parasitic energy sits. I'm not clearing it because that's not the point, so I'm going to do my best to just breathe it. So locating on your field where this parasitic energy sits, and you're asking now to see what is the energy signature that it is feeding off. So you've received the location of where this is in your body, either seeing, perceiving, feeling, or locating through a sense of acknowledgement and awareness. And you are now asking what the energy signature is, the emotion that it is feeding off. What is the emotion that is held in that point of your being? When you locate the emotion, it will be the first emotion that comes up. If that does not resonate at the highest frequency, continue to dig until you feel the emotion that is at the deepest depths of this parasitic expression within you. Once you have located the emotion, you are going to now ask, what is the belief that it is feeding off? How is this allowed to feed off your life force energy within your being? How is this allowed to influence your energy expression? How have you invited it in? What is the belief? Allowing the belief to come up. Some beliefs may be surface depending on how new this experience is for you, but whilst you are in my channel, you are more likely to get to the core belief at the point of time that I ask you to find the core. So going and locating the core belief that is allowing this in your field. When you have located the core belief that is allowing it there, asking to see, visualize, and experience the totality of the parasitic energy and what its goal is. What is its goal as to the belief that sits within you? Why would it be feeding off you? What is it trying to do that you're unaware of? Now when you find its goal, so every parasitic energy, every entity, every demonic consciousness, any lower vibrational frequency that sits within your field has a goal. When you locate that goal, you have sovereign choice in the belief that has created it and the belief that has allowed it to feed off you and its goal, what its intention was as to why it's in your field. So locating and realizing why it's there, what it's doing, what its agenda is, you then have sovereign choice here to say, I no longer consent, saying it and stating it out loud after me, I no longer consent in universal law and the law of free will and the law of oneness of God, Source, Creator, that you can maintain life within me. I break all oaths all vows and all agreements through all time, space, continuum that has allowed you to feed off of my energy field. They are now null in void. So saying that in your mind or out loud after me and declaring that. And then you are envisioning, as you say, you must leave now. Cleansing, clearing, and purifying. So I can see that your energy is shifting because my body is vibrating and I'm assisting you through my channel to release this from your field. And you are going to breathe through every atom, molecule, and cell of your body, breathing in and breathing all of that parasitic energy that was feeding off you out. Reclaiming your power, reclaiming your sovereignty. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Until every last aspect of this energy signature has been released. And then you are going to ask to scan over your field and gather up any of the remaining energies that were sitting there. Gathering up all of the remaining energies, and you're going to see yourself scanning over your body, scanning over your being, gathering it up, breathing it in, letting it go. This is not me. I am not this. Now, pending how you experience that, knowing that what I felt through my vessel is the majority of you released that parasitic energy that you located. Whether you saw it, whether you actually witnessed it, whether or not you were able to identify it, you have now accessed and opened to more of what is keeping you from the fullness of who you are. Now, if you locate that point where that energy was, the original point in your body, whether it be your sacral, your head, your neck, your heart, wherever that original point was that you've been working with and been feeding off, you may now have a gaping hole. You may sense a gaping hole. You may feel a point where there is no solidness, there is no matter. And so what happens is when you release something, there is a tendency for there to be a space. Now, we do not want to leave that space for anything to fill up. What you want to do is ask to infuse it with source light. You want to infuse it with crystal clear, purifying waters. You want to rinse it. You want to let it go as much as you possibly can, cleansing it away, releasing it, and then allowing yourself to see and ask the matter or the physical expression of that which you are that was suppressed because it was unable to move because there was something feeding off you, to come back and to start to realign and recalibrate. You're going to ask to visually see the whole start to close over. You're going to see the soul fragments, you're going to see the DNA, you're going to see the cells, you're going to see the skin, you're going to see all of that start to close over. So there is no holes, there is no tears, and there is no distortion in your field any longer. And you're going to experience that through thought, through intention. The quantum field is done through thought, intention, in interpreting energy, the power of the mind. You are that powerful. And so then when you have closed the hole within your field, just asking to instantly integrate that space back into your body without any distortions, and coming back, breathing into your heart and coming back to the present moment. Breathing in, breathing out. breathing in, breathing out. Now, in the comments below, please share your experience and share where you went to in your body, what the emotion was, what the belief was, how you perceived the parasitic energy. How did it get released? How did you witness it go? And then how did you close the hole? So placing and putting your comments in the Dia Satakiandina, Media Satakiandina, releasing you all from my field now so I can focus. So if you've ever done work like that, you may have found that was easier by my facilitation and me inviting you into my energetic field, because I gifted you a frequency that has no resistance. I don't have resistance to working in those spaces, which means you can access through the veil a lot quicker and easier. So it is a different experience than if you're learning and you've still got all of these programs that are in the way, because your vibrational frequency and your connection to source takes time to cultivate. It is devotion. It is discipline. I didn't get to this point by choosing to do a morning practice. I tune in moment into my source connection. This is my life. This is what I be. My life is my practice. This is what I am here to guide others to do, is to become the practice of God in form. That means creating everything in alignment with source and spirit. So the 14 people that went through that journey, comments please guys, let's share. So what you would have experienced may have been a first for you. It may have been it might have been a new point of accessing parasitic energies, being that of a lower density consciousness, a separation point. You might have noticed that you have a lot of dark matter within your field, that you're like, when it said accessing your parasitic consciousness, you were like, oh my God, there's actually all these points that I need to look at. These parasites are what enter our field when we are in a point of weakened experience to feed off us, which is where different psychic attacks can happen. This is where all kinds of infiltration can happen. That's AI, that's the spider tech that I was talking about, that's serpent consciousness. This is an awareness of when we are not fully strong in our channel, we are open to weaknesses, and we have these throughout all time space experiences. Whilst we are strong in our source connection, we don't have to access these points. But what we're currently experiencing is that we're in between spirit and matter. That is what we are, and that is the reality. So until we are so strong in our source connection, and we don't have to look at these things because separation doesn't exist in that place, we can just be strong and in the holding of that which we are, and there we are protected. There we don't have to worry about demonic consciousness of separation because it doesn't exist. But whilst we do, this is one of the ways that you can start to look at things at a very deep level and transmute them with quick effectivity and ease. I am looking forward to, see, crab, that's another one. So crabs are another one. Octopus, still don't like octopus. So these are different signatures that hold different succubus energies. They're different things that they're entities, they're living consciousness that don't belong in your field. And as soon as you see them, locate them and say, oi, no, I'm not agreeing to this anymore. They must leave. And it's as simple as that, internally as it is externally, right? So externally, if there's an entity or a spirit in your house, you don't have to be fearful. You say, I'm sorry, but this is my home, and this is where I'm choosing to have only aligned vibrational expressions of what I want in my home, and you must leave now. And when you are strong in your connection here, that is what happens. They must listen to your demand, because you're reclaiming your sovereign right as a being to be autonomous and connected to God without distortion. They are not welcome in your space in any form. So I hope that you enjoyed. I'm really excited to read these. I'm going to read these responses when I got off. Anyone else who did do the process, please do put in what you experienced. I really would appreciate it. And for anyone else who reads this, because it doesn't matter if they were on live or not, this is the part about there's no such thing about time and space, is they can still use this channel transmission and access my consciousness at a later point in time and use it to see that aspect within themselves in this facilitation. So this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful gift of allowing us to open to the quantum field, to our infinite potential, and to become more empowered within. I hope you enjoyed this source directive. If you would like to do any mentoring, one-on-one training, or go on the 333-day purification temple through the purity of Isis, which is a woman's only container, please contact me directly. There is going to be I'm not even going to speak into that because it's not a now moment thing. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Sweet dreams.